y'all, it's Marcia. Welcome back. So today I have one of my most requested videos, which is my daily hair routine. Y'all have been asking me for this video for a while and I finally have it for y'all. So I hope you enjoy and I hope it helps. But I'll be sharing some tips with you on how you can preserve your wash day, how you can preserve your style throughout the week without having to redo it every single day. And I'm also going to show y'all a demo at the end of this video on how I preserve my curls at night. Okay, so let's get right into these tips. So my tip number one is to think about a style that will last for your hair type, your hair texture. One of my recommended styles is the wash and go because it's pretty universal. And I know a wash and go is pretty difficult for many to achieve, like to get the perfect results. But it's all about your technique. It's all about the products that you're using. Two methods of a wash and go that I recommend are the shingling method and coils at the ends of your hair. So not a real finger coil, but only coils at the end. I have videos on both the shingling method and coils. I have those on my channel, so I'll leave those in the description box if you want to check those out. But those two are really great to preserve your curls throughout the week without having to redo it every single day. Tip number two is to use the right product. So for short natural hair, I prefer to use a product with firm hold. Using a product with firm hold will result in some crunch, and I prefer to have crunch on day one hair because it will really hold your hairstyle. And as the days go on, you'll notice that the crunch subsides and your hair will get softer and softer and you won't notice that crunch anymore. But you want to start day one with some crunch to your hair because that sets the foundation of your weekly style. So, and these are some products that you can use that will result in some crunch on day one. The first product I have is by Wendat, Advanced Climate Control Heat and Humidity Gel. It says on the label that this is a strong hold. I hope y'all can see these products. If not, then I will leave the links below. Uncle Funky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. Palmer's Natural Hold Flaxseed Gel. Pantene's Curl Defining Pudding. This is from their Gold series. PLentifful's Amino Strength Curl Defining Styler. This is for curly and coily hair. And Design Essentials Honey Curl Forming Custard. These are just some of my favorite products that provide a firm hold. And again, you want that firm hold to hold your style so that your hairstyle can last for several days. And I know if you're like me, I love fluffy hair. Like right now, my hair is fluffy. This is day 3 hair. And my crunch is pretty much all gone. Like by day 2, my crunch is usually gone. But I just like to start with my day 1 with that crunch because I know I can stretch the style out, you know what I mean? So pick up some of these products and thank me later. Tip number 3 is to embrace your shrinkage. And I know this one can be difficult for many, but if you want your hairstyle to last, you don't want to go in there day 1 picking out your hair, making it all big and fluffy on day 1. Again, you want to keep that crunch and you want to embrace your shrinkage. By day 2, you should notice a little less shrinkage. You should notice that your hair stretches out a little bit more, but always start day 1 with that shrinkage and that crunch. So I mess up on this a lot. A lot of times on day 1, I will go crazy afro picking my hair. Like I will take my pick and just pick and make some big hair on day 1. And by day 2, my curls are just about gone. My style will not last longer than day 2, and that will be all my fault because I overpicked my hair, I messed up that crunch, I messed up the curls, and that's the end of that style. Tip number 4 is to do the pineapple method. I've come up with my own version of a pineapple method. So what I like to do with the pineapple method is to keep the back of my hair laying flat and the sides laying down, and I push the front up, and I will just band it with a satin scarf and just keep it like that. And the next day my curls at the bottom are still hanging down and the back of my curls are still hanging down as well. Now pineapple method is usually when you push all of your hair forward. This mostly works on longer hair, so I still call it a pineapple method, but it's really not. The only thing that looks like a pineapple is probably the scarf itself. But y'all have to help me come up with a term for this new method because it's not a pineapple. I don't know what to call it, but we'll just call it that for now. And here's a short clip on how I do my pineapple method on my short natural hair. So I take a satin scarf and I just connect 2 ends to make like a triangle. This way, like I said, my scarf usually looks like a pineapple instead of my hair. But this way I can keep the scarf together at night without it falling off. So I just go ahead and I put the shorter side underneath and the longer side is going to go over, so that I can tie it at the front. So here it is. I have the shorter side under and the longer side over. And again, I keep the back of my hair just going straight down as well as the sides.
Usually if my hair was longer, I would push all of that forward, but since my hair is still short, I'm just going to keep it going straight down. And also the front is just going straight to the front. I'm not doing anything to it, but basically just leaving it as is. And then I just tie a knot at the front. And then for extra protection, you can either sleep with a satin pillow or a pillow with a satin pillowcase, just in case your scarf falls off at night or anything like that. It just gives that extra protection just to make sure that your hair is stays in good condition and doesn't break or cause any split ends or any type of damage. And here's what my day 2 hair looks like when I wake up in the morning.
So the next day, all I do is just fluff out my hair with my hands. And if I see a few strands that aren't acting right, then I'll spray a little water or I'll use some type of curl wake me up product. I'm not a fan of re-wetting my hair every single day and restyling it every single day because that puts a lot of stress on your hair and that can eventually cause damage. And we don't want to over stress our hair washing it every single day, wetting it every single day, or whatever you're doing. I mean, re-wetting your hair every single day is pretty much like re-washing your hair. And then you have to style it. So you're using combs or brushes or whatever you're using, that's causing split ends, it's causing damage. And too much water and too much moisture can dry out your hair. So you don't want to re-wet your hair every single day. Only re-wet the areas that are needed. So sometimes I'll wake up and I'll have like one strand that's straight or just not acting right. I'll just spray that one strand and then I'll use a dimming brush or I'll use my fingers or whatever to activate that, but I'm not going to re-wet my entire head of hair. I'm not going to do it. Another thing that you can do is simply do a fro hawk. So even when my hair was short in this, I would just make a fro hawk if my hair didn't come out right the next day. So after I took down my scarf and my hair was completely flat, then I just simply take the sides and I just pin them up, and then that's when I'll go in with my afro pick and kind of pick out the areas that need to be fluffed out or lifted up just to wake them up a little. And then I'll just create a fro hawk, and then I can rock that fro hawk for several days without having to redo my hair. So that can last you a good 2-3 days without doing anything to it. You can practically just go to sleep with your fro hawk and wake up with your fro hawk and not do anything to it. So those are my tips. I really want to share those with y'all. I probably even have more tips, but those are probably the main ones that I can think of right now. I didn't want to sit in front of the camera and just give y'all a demo. I wanted to really give y'all tips on what you can do to prolong your style throughout the weeks. So try those tips. I really hope they help. Please comment below and let me know if it worked for you or not, and I will see y'all in the next video.